So you want to ride motorcycles and you don't know where to start. These are the 3 tips that I have done thus far, so I'm just going to tell you what I have done thus far. Number one, sign up for an MSF course sometime before you get your bike. Now, what is that? It's called the Motorcycle Foundation Course. In a controlled environment, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a parking lot. They teach you how to ride the bikes. I believe it's 1 day of book learning and 2 to 3 days, depending on how many days. Mine's a 3-day course. 2 to 3 days of actually learning on like the actual motorcycle itself. The book course, they teach you over the hand signals, because there are hand signals you're going to use. They teach you how to maneuver in traffic. They teach you how to turn. They teach you how to stop. They teach you where everything is on the bike. Like, if you've never ridden a motorcycle before, that's the class you need to go sign up for, because they teach you all the basics. Now, you can fail the class, but we're not going to talk about that. Once you do pass the class, because you're going to want to take the class, believe me, you're going to want to take the class. The reason why I'm saying this is because, number one, you negate the whole motorcycle driver's test. Because you have passed the class, you don't have to take the test. Thus, you go get your license. You just pay the fee to go get your license, a little M on your little driver's license card, okay? Number two, they also come down on your insurance. So because you pass the foundation safety course, your insurance will be cheaper. You get a discount. So highly suggest you go take the class. Not only did you get to learn how to ride the bike, how to use and operate it correctly, you then go get your license. You then get a discount on your insurance. Now, tip number two, go sit on a motorcycle, okay? Go to a motorcycle shop and go sit on a bike. You might think you want one bike. You might not. I thought I wanted a sport bike. My next bike is going to be a sport naked bike. Simply for the fact that bike, the sport naked bikes, it's like a sport bike. It just don't got all the plastics and stuff on it like a sport bike. But instead of you being crouched over, you're actually in a sit upright position. So I wouldn't have known that unless I went to actually go sit on motorcycles. So they'll allow you to do it at most motorcycle shops. Just ask them. Yeah, go sit on a bike, okay? For the short girlies out there, I'm 5 foot. I highly suggest you go sit on a bike, okay? Highly do, simply for the fact that you're going to want to know. Some of these bikes are heavier than other bikes. Don't suggest you get on a leader bike, which is a 1,000cc bike. Don't suggest you start on a 600cc bike. You want to kind of work your way up, just safely. Now, you make your own decisions, just it's going to be a little bit harder to learn on. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit harder for you to learn on, for the simple fact that it's a little bit more powerful than a starter bike. My starter bike is a Rebel 500. If you want a sport bike, I suggest you start on a Ninja 400. From what I heard, those are very, very good to start on. It's just the shop that I was at didn't have them. They're currently phasing out the Ninja 400s for the 500s. I sat on the 500 and was like, this crap is heavy and I can't even put my feet on the ground, okay? I'm on my tiptoes. So like I said, my next bike that I end up purchasing is going to be a sport naked bike. That's what I'm going to end up getting. I'm looking into them now. So that's tip number two. Tip number three is to go get your gear. Don't be crazy. Don't be out here like everybody else who you be thinking like, oh, they look really, really cool or not. Go get you some gear, okay? Road rash hurts like a bitch, okay? Get you some gear. They do make, which if you don't know what the gear I'm talking about, let me go and list them. You're going to want some motorcycle boots. You're going to want some motorcycle gloves. You're going to want a full face, US DOT and ECE 22-06. The US DOT is the certification for what they use on the helmets in the United States. You also want that ECE 22.06 certification on there. That's the newest standard right now. I believe it's some kind of European safety standard. Basically, they use them in like to test crashes and whatnot for motorcycle racers. You want that certification, okay? You want to be protected, okay? So I'll put that on the screen for you as to the certification that you need to see on your helmet. You need that. Also, when you get your gear, you're going to want to have the CE certification on it. That means crash evaluated certified, okay? You want that. Okay, you want that in your pants, you want that in your jacket, You want that in case you get to sliding and God forbid you crash and you slide on some pavement. That's gonna save you from being scratched up a little bit, okay? You gonna want that. You gonna want some motorcycle gloves because your hands gonna get cold and whatnot. You want some motorcycle gloves, especially if you fall. Your hands are gonna go on the impact first to protect the rest of your body. You want that. You want that in some type of leather, something like that. I say leather because leather is gonna protect you a little bit more. Okay, my gloves are currently leather. My boots is leather. My jacket is, it's not leather, but it's a breathable material. But I'll post the actual company, that jacket. Yeah, I'll post that on there. I think I made a video about a couple of weeks ago as to the jacket and the gloves and the helmet that I got. But you definitely gonna want some gear. Don't be crazy out here, okay? Don't come out here not wearing no gear on your motorcycle because, like I said, road rash hurts. Prepare for the slide, okay? You want to be prepared, okay? That's number 3. Get you some gear. Get you some gear, because when you go to the motorcycle class, you're gonna want to have some type of gear. Yeah, they do provide a helmet for you, but do you really want to wear a helmet that somebody else wore? No. Get you some. You're taking the class. You're expecting to pass. You're eventually gonna get a bike, so you might as well stock up on the gear now. Okay, look up into some gear. You need some gear. You need some gear. So that's number 3. Get you some gear. Number 4, shop around on insurance. Harley Davidson is pretty good. Progressive is pretty good, but you're gonna need some type of insurance. That's what I will say. Most of y'all are gonna want to go home and practice on your bikes. When you get your bikes, especially if you get your bikes before class, you get you some insurance. Don't think that you're gonna be out here and you're not gonna drive your bike. Look, I've already dropped my bike once. Don't think that you're just gonna be going slow. God forbid if something happens and you do drop your bike or something falls, you want to be insured. Okay, there you go. Now, that's what I'm gonna say on that. So take the MSF course, go sit on a bike, and get you some gear, get you some insurance for your bike. And the last thing I was gonna say is, before you pick out a bike, find something that's gonna fit you. Don't come out here on no leader bike, okay? Because it's gonna be very, very hard to learn on. I wouldn't come out here on no intermediate bike, a 600cc bike. I wouldn't do it, for the simple fact that it's gonna be a little bit harder to learn on. Find you like a 500cc bike. I'm starting on a 500cc bike. Y'all want to see the bike? Hold on. There's my baby. That's my bike. So there you go. She's my beginner bike. I'm gonna end up keeping her. She get about 500 cc's on there. I get about 120 on the highway with her. I'm fine with that. But there also, Sips, find you a good backpack and get you some reflective gear. Do not ride at night, but if you're gonna ride at night, get you some reflective gear. They're gonna tell you in the MSF course, don't ride at night, don't drink and drive, and get you there. Yeah, but we all know we adults, we gonna be doing some stuff. So if you got to ride at night, get you some reflective gear. That way they can halfway see you. Okay, halfway see you. You're gonna learn the rule, ride like they can't see you, prepare anyway. You want to be visible in some type of way. So if you're gonna do that, get you some reflective gear. Get you a good backpack, preferably something that go over your shoulder if it's gonna be hot. So I suggest, I was looking up gear videos and whatnot, get you some type of backpack that'll hold, like, I forget what they call it. It's like a juice pack or something. You wear it as a backpack. It's gonna get hot. So there you go. Stock up on body armor. I'm getting level 2. That's what I've been stocking up on. We just not gonna do the level 1. We're gonna do the level 2. In case you fall, that's the padding that's gonna protect you on places where you're more likely to fall. Okay, it removes stuff, so it helps protect you. I suggest level 2 gear. Okay. So there you go. Those are my tips as of right now. I'm scheduled to take my class in the middle of August. So there you go. Also, I will have more motorcycle content because a girl just got a new job working at a motorcycle shop. So I get to learn all types of new stuff. So if you want more content like this, follow along. Anyway, from my garage to yours, y'all have a blessed day. Bye.